So this is one of our favourite days, Edinburgh and the accommodation in Leith, where we call an easy tram. Sit back and enjoy. It's two parts. The first part is talking about the pub, the King's Wark, which is a really funny name with a lot of history. And part two is about the accommodation at the Ocean Mist. Okay, take care from Explorer Travel.
I think it's day 29 of our round the world adventure. In this episode, we're exploring Leith, a vibrant part of Edinburgh. We stayed on the unique Ocean Mist boat and enjoyed dinner at the historic King's Wark's pub, just steps from our accommodation. Join us as we discover the charm, the history and the flavours of Leith. So let's talk about the King's Wark, W-A-R-K. It sits on Leith's historic shore and it goes back to the 1400s. Around 1434, King James I ordered a royal complex there, part residence and part storehouse. It was also an arsenal supporting the Scotland ships. Think cannon, guns, carriages and warehouses right on the waterfront. In May 1544, during Henry VIII's rough ruling, Leith was attacked and the King's Wark was badly damaged. It was later rebuilt though under Queen Mary, and by the early 1600s the property was passed to royal courtier Bernard Lindsay, with one quirky detail: a cellar had to be kept aside for the Crown's wine. By 1623 there was already an inn operating on the site, and over the centuries the complex has shifted roles, customs, civic functions, and today the corner of the shore and Bernard Street is home to the pub and restaurant that keeps the old name alive. In short, centuries of royal logistics, war damage and reconstruction, and a steady thread of good wine and hospitality that's still poured within these walls. What's it like today? Inside you get a cosy old world feel, wooden floors, panelling, exposed stones with really thick walls that show off the building's age. Snug firelit dining room when the weather turns colder in the winter months, and great beers selection and wines as well. Typical prices: I really enjoyed the steamed Shetland mussels for ½ kilo, and these prices were current as September 2025 for 19 quid. The lorry had a really nice, I think they call it a Scottish steak, around 20 quid. Sunday roasts, beef, venison, chicken and veg around 10 to 20 quid. Glasses of wine, 5 to 8 quid, and I had some nice local beer as well. Highly recommended, fantastic.
So we're having dinner at the King's Wark, W-A-R-K, and it's the royal residence of His Majesty King James I, restored by Queen Mary, and it's been a pub for over 400 years, complete with a ghostly presence. Been around for 600 years in there. And look how deep the walls are. And it's a great location. We've had great weather. We've done 2 walks today. That's why we needed to have dinner at the King's Wark. And we're on day, I don't know, 26. Day 26. That's been great. So for dinner tonight, you've ordered a burger, it's a Scottish burger.
It is.
And I've
It doesn't
ordered
have haggis.
½ kilo of mussels. Cool. Let's see how we go. And a local beer, looks like Guinness. So we'll see how we go.
So this is part two, where we talk about the accommodation, the Ocean Mist, amazing, and we'll go in a bit more detail about the walks that we did when we went to the laundry, etc. So sit back and enjoy.
All good? Here we are in Edinburgh. We chose this to be funky. It's got a great history, the Ocean Mist, but the rooms are huge. And we've got enough space to put all of our luggage. We're parked so close. There's a nice seafood restaurant. Gordon, the host, is just fantastic. We are in heaven, aren't we, Laurie?
Absolutely.
It's been a fantastic day.
So what if your Edinburgh stay wasn't near the water, but on it? Welcome aboard the Ocean Mist in Leith. It's a lovingly restored historic vessel turned boutique hotel with a dash of a 1920s glamour with today's comforts. And it is currently rated number 1 of all Edinburgh hotels on TripAdvisor. And it does live up to the hype. You'll find the Ocean Mist moored on the shore in Leith. It's a revitalised port district outside Edinburgh. Very close. Strolls from the cafe and Michelin star neighbours like the kitchen. And you've already heard about the King's Wark historical pub. Easy walk. We went to Edinburgh by tram. Very easy. So the first impression, she really is a head turner. Polished wood, curved glass, wraparound deck, views over the water of Leith. There's only 17 rooms, so it does feel exclusive and never crowded. The cabins range from cosy berths to indulgent staterooms, and we had a great stateroom. The design leans towards the roaring 20s, meeting modern boutique. Plush pillow-top beds, quality linen, heaps of space. Bathroom slippers, funky tea bags, and lots of toiletries. 10 out of 10. Up top is my favourite spot, the Castle View Bar and the Bridge Lounge out the front. Amazing Chesterfield sofas, and they've even coloured them red for port and green for starboard. Very clever. Shimmering ceiling in the back, perfect front lounge as well, and enjoy. The breakfast start with a light continental breakfast, pastries, croissants, fruit, smoked salmon, which we had as well, and the staff were amazing. So, who is it for? Couples like us on our special round the world trip. Solo travellers, there were people there who were there for their wedding and they stayed there as a part of their package. A couple of things, the space is limited because it is a boat and we love being on boats, so the trade-off is it is a warm shipboard intimacy and part of the charm. We really enjoyed the cocktails and the service. A little history. Ocean Mist Story is half the magic. It was built in 1919 as the Samuel Green, intended as a Royal Navy minesweeper. She quickly swapped duty for glamour, bought by Canal Guinness. Yes, that Guinness. Then hobnobbed through the 1920s, that is, as a gentleman's yacht. And during World War II, she worked as a torpedo recovery and anti-mine calibration vessel. Later spending decades in Leith as restaurants and clubs until only in 2019, a rescue and meticulous restoration by the Pedley family, reborn as a boutique hotel today. So we enjoyed the walks. We actually walked to the laundry on the other side of the river. There's some history placards and signs along the way. A bit of history, a bit of robberies and all the old stuff over the centuries. History unbelievable. We love the King's Walk as a bonus. Anyway, highly recommended. Easy tram to Edinburgh. Good old statues around the place. So take care. All the best from Trip Explorer.